Active transport is the movement of molecules across the cell membrane in the direction
against a gradient.
In other words, from low concentration to high.
Example 1, sodium and potassium pump.
This is an active transport showing high potassium inside the cell and low sodium inside the cell, while there's high sodium outside and low potassium outside.
So here we have a picture of the cell membrane, and there's the sodium passing through the cell membrane from low concentration inside the cell to high concentration outside the cell.
In order for the pump to work, it requires
energy, aka ATP.
So the ATP changes to ADP plus an inorganic molecule protein, and it attaches to the pump, and then it will, when the ADP gets released, the pump changes shape and releases the sodium that's going to transfer
to the outside.
And then when the inorganic molecule or protein is released, then the potassium attaches to the pump,
which comes from the outside of the cell to the inside of the cell. And once the inorganic phosphates get released from the pump, the protein changes shape and releases the potassium to the inside of the cell.
And it all repeats itself again. Example 2.
The glucose.
As we saw in the last example, the sodium required energy to go outside of the cell, and in this case, in order for glucose to go inside the cell, it requires energy, and sodium provides that energy.
Which is why the first example is primary active transport, because that's where ATP was first provided. And this example is called secondary active transport,
because the ATP that was provided in the first cycle is now located in the sodium to help the glucose
travel inside the cell.
And since this protein helps to transfer to
different molecules, this is why the protein is called symport protein.
And then the cycle repeats itself again.
Thanks for watching!
Sussing on you. I'm swagging on